going on, everybody? Welcome back to PlayStation Generation episode
God.
99.
What is
That is one way to kick things off. My name is Matt, and I'll be your host for today's events. I'm joined for the annual sports episode.
Let's go.
By the man who bleeds black and gold, Mr. Court Lalonde. What's up, Court?
Hey, buddy.
Court.
Honestly, what that thing with Rice was that was like trippy. That was like right out of the 70s, right? It should have been like melting screen at the same time.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That looked like it should be on like what is that one like TikTok account that has like ridiculous marketing? It's something you would never expect. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
I don't have TikTok. I am I guess as the kids would call a boomer.
Yeah, what is a talk tick?
I literally deleted it off my phone.
We'll talk about this.
Okay.
I'll remember what this was. I'm joined, of course, as always, by himself, Mr. Denny Rukun. What's up, Denny?
Hey, what's going on? I don't know if you're going to introduce me or Rice because, like, you're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I'm good, man. It's been a hell of a week.
Good or bad?
Great week. Great week. Strong week.
Good.
Good week.
And it's gone.
I'm killing my video for now, just in case that helps.
And
of course, hanging with us is the PlayStation Hokage, Mr. Rice. Boy, what's
honestly,
up,
the little thing, like this is so cute.
This is very Matt coded, so it's all good.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm doing well, man. It's been a crazy week. But I'm doing well today, and it's been a good day.
You're very Johnny Cash to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Very Johnny Cash.
That's a vibe.
That's actually quite funny because earlier today I was jamming out with some friends, and I was with the guitar, and we were just singing around a circle. So yeah, that's accurate.
Look at you.
Okay. Were you singing Johnny Cash?
Negative.
Oh, probably not.
We were singing the Pokemon theme song, but you know.
It's close. It's close.
That's close enough, dude.
Yeah,
you should just like get a beer, give the camera a finger.
That's right.
Actually, that's very non-Rice. I don't think Rice. Have you ever given anybody the finger?
Yes, but in a very positive, kind of jestful manner.
Okay. I just can't see you being mean to anybody.
No, I don't think I've ever done it in the mean context. No.
Well, today won't be that day unless he's all flipping all of us off under the table. We will never know. On this week's show, we're going to be talking about some MLB The Show. We're going to be talking about some Marathon. We're going to be talking about some Resident Evil, some PS6 news, maybe, theoretically. So strap in and prepare thyselves for the show of a lifetime. Court, I'm going to save you for last for reasons. I'm going to kick things off with Denny this week. Denny, my dude, what have you been playing this week?
Mostly Resident Evil 9. It's been a busy week for me, so I haven't had too much time to invest in playing games, but what little time I have invested, I made some progress in Resident Evil 9. We're slowly chugging along. It's still good. It's still fun. I'm still loving it.
Hold on. Did you just say chuggling?
Chugging along?
Chuggling?
He said chuggling, right?
Did I say chuggling?
I heard chuggling.
Chuggling makes me deeply uncomfortable.
I am chuggling along.
Listen, whatever. We don't kink shame here.
No, but I don't like that.
Honestly, yeah. Like first he was strapped in, and now he's chuggling along.
Yeah, now he's chuggling along. Hey,
I've been gone for like a month and a half, 2 months, and all of a sudden he's talking like.
Oh, it's been off the rails, Court.
Okay. Right.
Oh yeah.
We're just constantly strapped and chuggling. But sorry, Denny, continue.
I don't know what to say anymore. I'm speechless. No, yeah. So mostly Resident Evil 9 and a teeny tiny little bit of Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Okay, nice.
Mario and Luigi, what? Sorry,
Brothership.
Oh, I heard that.
Nope.
Yep.
You didn't hear nothing.
What did you hear?
I heard the game's not good, so I was just like, I don't want to be negative. Like my first thing I'm saying is the game stinks. I rented it from the library. So like for my daughter, she's now into like renting games from the library. That's her thing.
Girl.
Yeah. And Nintendo games. Like for Rice, I highly recommend it. Every Nintendo game is at the library. So she got that, and she's 2 days later, she's like, "Can we take this back?"
No way. She wanted nothing to do with that chuggle ship.
Out for blood.
I'll hop in here because I literally just finished Resident Evil 9 today, just a few hours ago. Really liked it. I liked the back half of the game a lot more than I liked the front half, but that's only because I'm a bigger fan of Resident Evil 4 than I am the first person creepy stuffs.
Sure.
I still enjoyed the front half of the game, but the back half was much more my shit. Had a lot of fun with it. Played
like the back half.
I like the back half. What can I say? Continuing to rip some marathon. It is still a lot of fun. Shout out to our newest console creature, John, who I've been playing with, and it is a lot of fun. We've been kicking some ass. And Rice, I think you and I played a little something together this week, didn't we?
We did.
We did. Let's pull in our first news story just real quick before we jump into this, because Ghost of Yotei Legends is out now. It's going for the PlayStation blog, written by Gillian McAllister from Sony. Everything you need to know, it's out. It came out on March 10th, so about 5 days ago as the time of recording. It is a free update for anybody who owns Ghost of Yotei, but you do not. It is not a standalone release yet, but I think it will be at one point, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. But otherwise, there's a whole bunch of two-player single-player. There's a whole bunch of two-player missions which lead to kind of the four-player boss encounters that you can kick ass in. There's a whole bunch of classes, so like archers, samurais, shinobi, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And there's a raid on the way in April, which will bring you to face the last of the Yotei 6, the Dragon or Lord Saito. It's the hardcore content, so you're gonna need to get through everything else before then. So start chugging along. But Rice, my dude, we played it for a couple hours together.
Yeah, man.
How are we feeling?
We had a ton of fun. What particularly with trying out the different classes and different approaches that you can take in these different missions. You know, you're kind of crawling through a couple different missions, like you said, and then when we got to that boss fight, our buttholes clenched a little bit. You know,
again, Jesus. Okay, hold on. All right, like we've talked about
back for it.
Yeah, like you know what I just realized there, Rice? You are horny, my dude.
You know what? Let it be on the record that I stay horny.
That's my secret cap.
That's my secret.
I'm always horny.
The first T-shirt ever made for console creatures. It just shows a picture of Rice, and underneath it says, "I stay horny."
Hashtag stay horny.
But I really do think that it's going to keep some people busy for a while if they've been grinding out Yotei. The first thing that we said just upon that tutorial is like, after not having played it for a bit, coming back to it, the game just feels so good. It flows so nicely, and yeah.
Kicked our fucking teeth in. I'm pretty sure Rice spent half the time just rezzing me because I kept running face first into the enemies and explosives. Like most of the time, and it's funny because I had flashbacks to us playing
Sea of Thieves
together.
Oh, dude, I love that game.
And it was so funny because at first Rice was like, "Oh, you're down, no problem. I got you, man." Yeah. Oh, you went down again? No problem. I got you again, bro. And then it was just. As I kept dying, he was still always nice about it, but towards the end, he was kind of like, "All right, bro, stay on your fucking feet." You know,
he's like, "I'm gonna unfriend you." He's just like, all of a sudden, you're like, "Dude, yeah, you're not answering me." Oh, wait, we're not even friends on PS6.
I watched the recording back, and I think there was one point at the end where I'm just like, "I gotta leave you for a bit, bro. So let me just fight these enemies, and then I'll get you after."
Yeah. Question to you both.
Yeah.
With Marathon being out. With Crimson Desert coming next week and probably eating a lot of people's lives because that that preview of it looked pretty darn good. I just think the hype machine is just too good behind that game right now. And to be for like a Sony first party just released MLB The Show, which is one of their yearly releases. Is this version of the game coming out too late? Or is there a space for that? Yeah.
I think they should have held it a couple months from now. I think this should have been released around like kind of mid to late May, kind of like a drop it as we head in towards Summer Game Fest and let people dive in, because there's a lot of game here. And the thing is from what I've heard too, it's very single player friendly, at least in the missions.
Totally.
So like it is not something that you specifically need other people to play with. The thing is like you're mentioning, Court, there's two much right now, and I have no idea why they would drop two of their quote unquote live service titles so close to one another when they could have let this breathe, or three of their, I guess, live service
three.
titles.
That's what I'm saying. They're dropping 3 IPs at the exact same time. That is theirs. Like they have an open calendar, like as a non in the space as much as everybody else. For me, as I'm like, where would I put my time? And I'm like, okay,
Agreed.
well, like Marathon is definitely like as soon as it hits PlayStation Plus, I'm hopping in because I know it's not really a game for me. Let's be honest.
Sure.
I have my taste and I'm not changing them anymore. But Ghost of Yotei is definitely a game for me.
Yeah.
Did I download it? Yes. Did I try it? Nope. I haven't had time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all three of these things like demand your time. And even if it was just one of them and MLB The Show, you know what I mean? If it was Marathon and MLB, or if it was Yotei and MLB, where you can kind of hit different markets, because while there are players like you, Court, who played both, there are plenty of people who would pick one or the other. But I feel like the Marathon and Yotei overlap is pretty large.
Yeah.
And I just feel like they should have either released this a month and a half ago or a couple of months from now, like a couple of weeks after Steros, so when people have kind of burned through that and they're looking for something new to play. It is strange timing. It rules. Don't get me wrong. It's great.
Totally
Classes are different and they're a lot of fun to play. There's a lot of build craft and experimentation. There's a lot there. It's just between Resident Evil, like you mentioned, Crimson Desert and Monster Hunter Stories, and like there's so much in the span of a couple of weeks that
and Resident Evil.
And where do people have the time or money to put towards these things?
Yeah, I definitely agree that probably earlier would have been better because there's so much coming down the pipeline as well. But I will say that this there was not a microtransaction in sight here. Like all aesthetic pieces can be earned through experience, so it's just a matter of playing the game to get them. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, this is a busy time. And I think it might get lost to a lot of just other games that are coming up.
And it's such because if it's anything like the previous version of it, so good, bro. And I would say even better.
I would agree because I feel like there's like no downtime in Legends. Like it is so singularly focused on the action of Yotei, which was already I think improved systems compared to Tsushima.
Sure.
That like it's constantly pushing you in really engaging ways, but you need time to sit and play it. And it's like right now my brain is fucking like drawn and quartered like it would be in the medieval times. Like a quarter of my brain is stuck on Pocopia. A quarter of my brain is stuck on Marathon. Now a quarter of my brain is stuck on Yotei. A quarter of my brain was stuck on Resident Evil until earlier today. Like when am I supposed to have time to play all this?
Yeah,
you're not because Crimson Desert comes out on Friday.
And that's what I mean.
And you're a dad, like all of the things.
So it's just for Sony to have gone like so hard on their live service plans. I don't understand how you drop 3. March has been MLB's time for so long. That's fine. If they had to delay Marathon, that's fine. There was at least a couple weeks between them. Why drop Yotei? Literally, it was within the span of 3 weeks. We had Marathon, Yotei, and MLB The Show.
Yeah, maybe too late here. Yeah.
And again, this is no knock on the game's quality because it's fantastic.
Absolutely. Play the game if you can.
Play the game if you can. Court, you've been playing, speaking of MLB, of course, this is our annual sports spectacular where Rice and I will talk much less starting now, and you and Denny will have a wonderful conversation about sports. You've been playing MLB The Show. Of course, this is if there is 2 court games, it's Assassin's Creed and it's MLB The Show. One of which
NHL.
I know, and NHL. But only one of them have given you actual bodily problems because you overplayed it and played it too much. How is MLB The Show 2026? 26. How is MLB The Show 2026?
So you want to know about the bodily problems there, Denny? Is that what you're getting at?
I want to know. Yeah.
So
what game was
it was MLB The Show 2024. I played it so much that I got tennis elbow.
He legit had to stop playing it. He had to go to the doctor.
I had to have physical therapy.
They had to tell him, no more, you're not allowed anymore. And then it was so funny because and then 25 came out last year and he's like, I'm not doing it again. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, hey, Court, how you doing? I'm still playing MLB The Show.
But now what I do is I give myself, okay, I'm only allowed to play for an hour because I took days off work, Denny.
You were in goblin mode. Like this guy was ripping packs and fucking out. Like we'd be doing the show. And I'm like, Court. And he's like, yeah, what? Sorry, wait, what? I'm like, are you fucking playing MLB The Show right now? He's like, no. I can see it. I can see the reflection in your goddamn eyes, you liar.
So it's a daily driver.
Yes, but this is what I'm gonna say about San Diego Studios. Also, thank you to the friends over at PlayStation for still knowing that I'm alive and sending me a code for the game.
Let's go.
Truly appreciate you. Yes, this when Assassin's Creed's come out, I'm in. When NHL comes out, I'm in. The new Division comes out, I'm all over it. I have been playing the Division 2.
You have been. I see that.
Yeah, I have been. This is new content, man. I gotta play that.
Yeah.
MLB The Show, I would probably say, is one of my favorite games. Now, to say of all time, it's totally different, but like it's a yearly release, yes. And as someone who consumes sports games, yearly releases sometimes for sports games can be terrible.
Sure.
I'll give a perfect example. You guys were talking about 2K Golf. I downloaded it. It was on PlayStation Plus, and my first instinct of it, because a lot of sports games are like this, I was like, well, hopefully, because it's 2K, it's not as bad with the microtransactions.
Right.
It is just a slot machine. Might as well just say this is a gambling machine to play that game, and it's all pay to win. So many sports games do that. And the thing I love about San Diego Studios is they don't. Now, not saying they never have. They did try one year. I think it was MLB The Show 2024. They did add some pay to win aspects of like, you can't get these certain cards. And this is only in a certain game mode.
Right.
But I will say this about San Diego Studios. Even when the community complains about this game, I still always think in my head, like, you guys play Madden, you play FIFA, you play NHL, you play NBA. There's no way you can complain about this game.
Right.
Okay. So I want to get that clear. They are the
Mhm.
most community friendly, and they listen to their community more than any other studio I have ever seen who makes a sports game. They have
Hell
Twitch streams all the time whenever they talk about new content. If you watch those Twitch streams, they give you content for free in the
Hell
game.
yeah.
So you can get packs every time you watch. If you watch anybody stream the game, you're earning packs every single time. It's unbelievable how
That's
much
great.
they give back to the community. They listen to the community. They do a lot of great things. Heck, literally this morning the game was broken. They fixed it by the end of the day, but they still listen to the community. People lost their minds, but I'll get into that. So with all that preface being set, yes, this is a yearly sports game. Yes, that can come with being what we call in the sporting community a glorified roster update. It is not that. So I will want to preface it never is. MLB The Show never is. I will say, with regards to graphics, I am a little disappointed. This is the second version of the game that is PS5 only. So last year's was the first next-gen version of the game only. It didn't release on the PS4. Didn't release on any other thing else. I still don't see the graphical capabilities that I was expecting. I understood last year being the first year that, it was just going to be an up-res per se. I still feel that's what it is, because I give a perfect example. Kauffman Stadium was the Kansas City Royals play. There is water effects in the outfield. It still looks straight out of the PS3. The water effects, I swear to God, if I had other versions of this game and I still have my PS3, the water still looks the exact same.
Right.
And one of these days they're going to get it, because they do have so many great things like Stadium Editor and so on and so forth. And the stadiums look great. Rogers Center looks amazing. They do look great, but when it comes to certain things like water effects, and a lot of Major League Baseball stadiums have it, Miami Marlins do, the Arizona Diamondbacks do, it looks a little rough.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say. But I will say this, compared to games like college football by EA, which I think has the worst stadium designs and the worst fans in the stands, because it's literally 3 fans just multiplied over and over again. I will say this, I'll give it to them. You do get the ambiance of being in a real Major League Baseball stadium.
Cool.
It's just that detracts me still. With all the bells and whistles on the PS5 Pro, we're hearing about all that stuff from Crimson Desert, how good it looks.
Yeah.
I would have thought that they would have taken the time. The players' animations look great. The swing animations look great. They did a whole bunch of new animations for fielding. Over 400 new animations for fielding and batting. It looks great. Okay. They even did 2 different for audio. They put in 2 different types of announcers. So you still have your Nats, the regular guys from television that are on there, but they've even added in their own guy that honestly, he's not bad. I don't know what his name is.
Oh, cool.
I do apologize because I can't think off the top of my head here right now. but he does have some pretty good jokes, and it also is different because the announcers from before kind of said the same thing over and over again, and I would just assume that here's 100 new lines that they'll throw in, and then they still have the old lines.
Mhm.
But I will give it to them that there is progression as you're playing the game. You can hear the audio like, oh, he's gone 3 for 3, or he's going for 4. Is he going for the cycle? Like, it does
Right.
progress with it. Perfect example is I hit a home run with Jose Batista with the bat flip, and it
Hey,
did the bat flip, and it also like did the exact same, you know,
that's sick.
from when he did it against the Texas Rangers. Like, it was very cool. I'll give it to that. But yes, the audio and graphics, I just was a little disappointed with the graphics considering
Mhm.
it's the second of the gen. I will say this though, for gameplay wise, it's the best real life to baseball there is in a video game. And yes, they are the only ones who make a baseball game. There is
Mhm.
other games, but I don't consider them the caliber of San Diego
Right.
Studios. They've added things like better, easier PCI. PCI is when you hit the ball, and they've made it so there's sliders now. They've made it very user friendly. So if you're not good at baseball, you can adjust the sliders. Did you pretty much make it? So like Rice, I kid you not,
Yeah.
my daughter's 9 years old, and I could adjust the sliders so she could play and actually hit the ball.
That's awesome.
And it's fun for her. And you could put auto fielding on for them and do all those things. There's a lot of quality of life things.
Yeah.
Those are always in the game. So with regards to that kind of stuff, it's fine. Like I said, though, the graphics, it was a little bit of a letdown, but gameplay wise, the game is great. But and if you're not playing for the mode that I'm about to talk about, which is Diamond Dynasty, I would say you don't have to get the new version of the game because it looks pretty similar to 2025. But if you want the updated rosters and you're just playing franchise mode, you might have to do it just so you can get those updated rosters. But here's what I'll say. The most popular mode in this game is what's called Diamond Dynasty. And that is kind of like we were talking about before. Yes, right, Denny, it is fantasy. It's fantasy sports live. So the way it works is they work with Topps, the trading card company, and they actually have actual Topps trading cards that you collect in the game, and you put them, like, I'm not kidding you, Rice, you put them in binders.
What?
Yeah, dude.
That's nice.
So for everybody who collects cards, it has a
That's
card collecting mechanic in it, and it's like crack.
I love that though.
Yeah, it's like
That's
crack.
so
Cool.
good.
But here's what I'll say about it. Yes, you can buy packs, but you can earn them in the game just by playing it. So they reward you for playing the game. And they have literally put more content than I have ever seen in a game at launch, ever.
Amazing.
The amount of content that they've loaded into this game right away is phenomenal. And I will say this, they got rid of, they've tried other things in the past that they put in seasons, and they got rid of all that. They went right back to the basics this year. And they really listened to the community. They have this mode called Team Affinity, and last year they put it into 2 sections, and it kind of felt really convoluted and a little clunky, and you kind of had to grind real quick. This way, if you're a Blue Jay fan like myself, they're like, you have all year to get those cards you want. So there's a Jose Batista 88 card, and there's a Roger Clemens 88 card. I'm definitely getting those bad boys. But right off the bat, they give you a Delgado, and they give you Roy Halladay if you want. You have a choice between Halladay, Ken Griffey Jr. and my brain's not working right now. Oh, and Chipper Jones. I took the Roy Halladay because he's my boy. But they make it so, like, if you're a fan of the Toronto Blue Jays, you can collect the Toronto Blue Jays cards. If you're a fan of the Boston Red Sox, collect the Boston Red Sox cards. When you play NHL or play NBA and you play these fantasy team things, everybody puts the same team together.
Right.
But in MLB The Show, they have something called live series cards. Okay, so these live series cards actually will change based on how the players are playing in real life. It doesn't with the legends, and this year they've added some more legends. They do this every year. They bring in legends of the game of baseball. So like you can play with Mark McGwire, like I said, Roger Clemens, Derek Jeter. Those guys are all in the game. You've got to earn those cards. But again, there are ways to play them. There's things called mini seasons. You can, and I don't play online at all. You can play online, and it's a lot harder, but they have put in sliders to make it so it's easier for you, like such as myself. PCI is this little node that is on the screen that you move around to follow the ball that you hit.
Right.
They made it so it's like slower. So for people that are old, like myself, it gives me a better reaction time.
Yeah.
But I feel what they've done with Dynasty this year is they've made it more rewarding again. They've made it so, hey, you can pay to win right off the bat. If you want to dump money into this game, you can do that. Or if you want to play it and be rewarded for playing it, we'll still give you all the cards. You can collect them. You can finish collections.
Do you find do you find that the rate at which you get stuff, if you just play it like naturally, because a lot of the time, right, that stuff is slowed down to kind of try and push you towards the paid stuff. Do you find that the rate of progression feels good? It's not like you're spending a ton of time to get like one thing. Do you find that it's got a good clip?
Yeah, 1000%. I actually feel sometimes like it's like a waterfall. Like you'll finish the game, you'll play like a 9-inning game, and it'll all of a sudden it'll be like, because like I said, Team Infinity is for every team in the league. So if you have a bunch of different players on your team, all of a sudden you're earning packs. Like you can come out of there and be like, I have 50 packs to rip.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yes. And they have all these different modes. They have things called Conquest, which is like it's almost like Catan. But with baseball,
okay.
you're like getting all these little
Nice.
slides, and then you've got to win all the home bases. They do have another mode, and I can't remember what it's called right now that I don't like playing. But they also have mini seasons, so they have the World Baseball Classic. They have showdowns where you play a bunch of different innings, but you keep earning perks and cards as you go along. If you win and you beat each mode until you finally get to the final boss, and then you play the final boss with like your super duper team, and you have to like win by 2 runs or something like that. It's
Nice.
really cool. They've always had these modes, but they always reward you for whatever way you want to play. Road to the Show, which is like you can start in high school baseball and go all the way to Major League Baseball and then end up in Cooperstown. You still get rewards towards your Diamond Dynasty if you want. So you're
That's awesome,
always
dude.
like any mode you're playing gives you rewards. If you want to just take the Blue Jays and go to a World Series, boom, guess what? You're still
Hell
getting
yeah.
rewards to your Diamond Dynasty. They're always rewarding the player for playing, which
That's great.
I truly, truly, truly appreciate. And that's probably one of the things that I like about it the most, that no matter what mode you're doing or what you're doing, they're saying, hey, whether you want to do or not, we're going to reward you so that when you go in, you can get all these packs, get these collections. And instead, like NHL and Madden, NBA, when you trade in cards, they're gone forever. The way MLB The Show does, it's like, hey, you've locked in the set. You just can't sell it in their marketplace. There is even an app for the game where you can go on and sell cards, set your lineups for the game. It's really cool. But what they've done this year is I think that they've added more and they've made it easier to earn rewards. If that makes any sense. They've added more offline modes. So it's not just all about online. And whether you're online or offline, you can get stuff. They even put a market cap on the people that were selling, because you can sell cards in the game, not for real money. They're called stubs.
Right.
Made it so you can't have more of the same 20 of the same cards in your collection.
Nice.
That you can't
Very
get
cool.
greedy.
So another MLB, it says San Diego sounds like they've knocked it out of the park once again. MLB The Show.
I see what you did there, Matt.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks. I know.
Well, hold on.
Sometimes.
But today,
Mm.
the one thing I will say about the Diamond Dynasty, because I know you're going for a transition. The menu, the UI menu, is absolutely trash fire, and they need to fix it. It is way too confusing. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they changed it. That you have to go over to like 5 different screens to get to what you want, and when you get into what you want, it kicks you back out. You have to go to this other thing, and then today the game actually just died. So I am expecting to get free packs tomorrow. So
Sounds like Destiny 2.
Sounds like the Xbox homepage.
Oh, okay, Matt. You want to hear something funny? It kind of is, because it's all in tiles and stuff like that. And
I
it makes
hate that.
no
I
sense.
hate that user interface
Jeez.
so goddamn much.
But if I was going to give it a score out of 10, it's a 7.5.
All right.
That's respectable.
That's great.
Another win in the books. Another diamond in the dog. Another win for Sony San Diego.
You could have
Hell
just
yeah.
said diamond in the rough, and you just
Nope.
it was
Diamond in
right
the
there.
dog.
Okay.
Diamond in the dog.
This is where Court contemplates why he's here.
He's already looking at the clock. He's like, I'm going to bed in 20 minutes. You guys better hurry this shit up.
Oh, believe me, I know. I feel that internal pressure. Let's keep this train rolling then. We have some
Let's
numbers
go.
that we're going to hit. Let's talk about PlayStation Plus for the month of March, because we got our game catalog hitting hard and fast. And of course, I want to say, I just want to say you're welcome, everyone, because I just bought Space Marine 2. And now it hit the fucking service. So everyone,
You bought it?
You're
You bought it?
welcome.
You bought
Yeah,
it, really?
It was on sale, and I have 2 buddies that we kept being like, okay, like when it's
Yeah,
on sale enough,
hold on.
we'll all buy it together.
I found a whole problem with this story. I think
Did you-
Matt's
did you
lying 'cause
play
he just
it?
said he had 2 buddies.
Oh, 2
I have,
buddies.
I have 3 buddies right here. Dickhead.
I mean, okay.
Wow, he's getting spicy.
spicy.
Let's quote that one, everybody.
Yeah, I have at least 3 friends. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 coming to PS5. Speaking of Madden, NFL 26 hits PS5 as well. Persona 5 Royal across both PS5 and PS4. The Ultimate Edition hits on PS4. Blasphemous 2 across both. Metal Eden on PS5. Lord of the Rings Return to Moria on PS5. Astroneer across both. And hitting PlayStation Plus Premium is Tekken Dark Resurrection. Denny, how are we feeling about March's games?
Honestly, the only highlight for me is actually going to be Space Marine 2. I'm not too sure about any of the other games. Would I play them? Well, I already have Persona 5 Royal. It's in the backlog.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I laughed. You've been doing well with your backlog. So sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Rice. Yeah, jerk. If I fall off my backlog, I want
It's my fault.
I want this is the reason why this moment here in time. Yeah, other than that, I mean, seems okay. I don't really have a desire to play many of the other games, so I'm okay with the 2 games that I would play off of it. So good enough for me.
Court, is this finally going to be the time that you play Persona?
So hold on, we've talked about this before. I have played Persona. Remember when you made me
it's true,
play it?
yes.
And
You played Yakuza. Did you play Persona?
No, yes, remember I put 20 hours into it.
You put hours into it.
Yes, and I didn't even
Damn.
get out of the town, and you were like, dude, just give it like 5 more and it's gonna get better. And I'm like, I am gonna
It's
kill
5
you.
more hours.
My memory is fucking toast.
Matt, I, unlike you, have tried every game you've asked me to try.
I've tried
Yes,
good games.
Final Fantasy as well.
Matt,
play-
do you want to go
it's
down the
true.
list of the movies you still haven't watched?
No, I actually watched all of them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get to that in a second. But Space Marine, I am all over. I will play that game.
Yeah, Space Marine is
Madden 26 is not good. I'll tell you that
Mm.
right now. It's not.
There you go. Yeah, I'm stoked on Space Marine 2. I haven't played it yet, but it's supposed to rule. Persona 5 Royal, if you haven't played it yet, go fucking play that goddamn game.
Don't play it.
I've heard Blasphemous 2 is good. It's not my thing, but I've heard it's good.
That's some blasphemous if I've ever heard one.
Rice, you're a Tekken boy.
Yes, I did play. I played the shit out of this game.
Why would you play the shit out of it? Why
before.
would you poop on the game?
You get
It's
older,
portable. You take it to the
Court.
bathroom.
and
Court, you're
post
from-
30, you just
Court,
have
you're from
bowel
Boston.
problems sometimes.
You should know.
What?
What are you saying about Boston?
Well, we're not talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs right now.
Isn't it called like a? Wasn't it called? Isn't it a Boston?
Do you remember how
Steamroller?
bad they suck right
That's
now,
a
Danny?
Cleveland
Oh,
steamer.
sorry.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
Cleveland Steamroller. Oh my bad.
Danny, you thought you weren't going to take a dagger on this one, eh? It's strays coming out of nowhere. Jeez.
Yeah, I'll play Tekken, man. I already actually play this game. Yes, I play this game a lot. So I'll be playing that. But Space Marine as well, man. That one's a super fun game. One that I didn't really care much for the surrounding story. It was just fun to play with people.
Yeah, it gives me like Gears of War vibes. That's all I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm not looking. I'm not.
It looks
looking
great.
For, I'm not
Mhm.
there
It does
for
look
like
great.
a narrative. I'm there to shoot some shit and kill
Yeah,
some.
yeah. Have a great
Yeah.
time with friends,
Yeah.
with buddies.
With buddies. Solid month overall. Has some bangers, and like I said, you're welcome for Space Marine 2.
Oh, thanks,
Let's hop back into the world of Resident Evil for a sec because we got some news about upcoming stuff. We got a story expansion announced. This is written by Bobby over here on Coastal Creatures. Koshi Nakanishi, director of Resident Evil Requiem, announced new content is coming to the fastest selling title in the series. And a Twitter Nakanishi, thank fans for the support. Sold 5 million copies already in their first couple of weeks. We're getting a photo mode in April, I believe, a mini game in May, and then there is some tease that he makes of extra story content coming to the game as well. I'm stoked on this, but I don't know. I don't really go back to any of the kind of paid DLC stuff. Denny, is this something you're excited about?
No, I think it's gonna be way too late. Because like it's coming out. The one that's coming out like post May. You said, right?
Yeah, May is what we have announced so far, but they haven't actually announced anything for the story stuff.
I think the hype for this game will be over by then, and only the true hardcore fans will go back to it. But I also, like you, will not go back and get like any DLC for a game that I finished, especially if it's story driven.
Yeah, I just have a hard time going back and giving a shit again.
Well, and people honestly who are hardcore Resident Evil, they're doing their speed runs. They're practicing their speed runs anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I have heard that from people who do care that the post campaign content for Requiem isn't the series best. Yeah. Something that I do care about is once again coming from Console Creatures, written by Bobby once again, is Falcom knows what the end of the trail series looks like as it aims to finish the series. In the latest episode of Famitsu, Falcom President Toshihiro Kondo spoke about the company's 45th anniversary, running in tandem with the Dragon Slayer reveal and the future of the Trails series. While it seems the Trails series could go on forever, we actually are in the end game. Kondo went on to say that he is planning to finish by the final Trails game in so it could drop in 2032, which is when the series is supposed to conclude. So we got about 6 years left. This to me feels pretty fucking fast. We've kind of known that we're in the back half of the series for a couple games now, but there are some pretty major lingering questions that unless they're kind of gonna do single games in areas that we haven't been to yet, that I think we need to go to. This is kind of surprising. It's nice to know that they're working on it. It's nice to know that they have a plan. Listen, I'll be locked in. Beyond the Horizon was a fucking banger to keep the year off. It's an incredible cliffhanger ending. So I need more, and I need it now.
How many years has this spanned over already?
2004 is when the first Trails.
Okay, so I see what you mean by like this seems fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're joking.
No. I'm not being sarcastic. I actually am. I'm trying to wrap my head around like I feel like you've been with this for so long. So I needed to get a grip on whether or not I understood the timeline.
In the realm of RPGs, I feel like that's pretty young still. Like if you think about it, games that were out in the 80s are still continue on with new stories and different versions. So
expanding and stuff.
The thing with Trails that is one massive interconnected story though.
Right.
Is that like they have different chapters in different places, but all of it is building to something. So that has to have a final at some point. And now that they've opened up the remake thing with Trails in the Sky remake, I'm sure they're going to continue to remake the older games, like the Crossfall games, I'm sure are next. But yeah, it just feels like given how much the community is kind of expecting to kind of wrap up in, because let's say it's 2032, let's say it's 6 years from now, let's say that even in an accelerated timeline they're able to get games out, because we've now caught up to Japan, so there's nothing left to port.
Right.
Let's even say that the next one comes out in 2027, and let's say they're able to get the next one out in 2029, and then 2031 and 2030, like that's 2 or 3 games they're not going to be trying to hit annual releases, which would be fucking nuts. We still have the back half of Horizon to finish. We have whatever we have. I think we still have to go to the east and to the north to kind of fill out a couple more spaces, and then we have Endgame. So it's like that feels like a lot of uncovered ground to hit this fast. If for a series, and I know that's kind of funny to say for a series that's been running for more than 20 years now, but I'm curious to see if maybe some of the places that we're thinking we're going to go, we're just not going to go.
Right. So there's loose ends.
Yeah, not even loose ends as much as just unexplored territory.
Right.
Let's get into some pricing stuff. Let's wake Court back up because we have some dynamic pricing apparently coming to the PlayStation Store. This is coming from VGC, written by Andy Robinson. Sony is testing dynamic pricing on the PlayStation Store. Users in certain regions are being offered personalized discounts of up to 17%. That's according to PS Store price tracker PS Prices, which has detected price changes across more than 100 games, with users being offered personalized discounts of up to 17.6%. Dynamic pricing, also known as surge pricing, is a pricing strategy that sees businesses set flexible prices for products based on demand or a customer's unique purchase history. According to the tracker, PlayStation Store users have been seeing a personalized prices significantly lower than the standard price as part of a Sony A/B test study to demand elasticity. The thing is, and so US and Japan are currently not included, but it is happening plenty elsewhere. And the thing is that there was also, I don't see it here in the story, but I did see it in another one, that there was a situation where there was GTA 5 was actually more expensive in some markets, where it's like one person got it at a sale price of like $24.99, the original price is $27.99, and another person had it as like $32.99. So I see this is nothing new for a company to like offer you a unique sale based on your thing. Like this is something that happens, but again, the fact that because the price is higher just sounds shitty. Court, I don't know. Talk to me about the market here.
So, for me, here, right off the bat, I hate every minute of this. As someone who goes to sporting events or buys concert tickets, this kind of stuff sucks. This is they only do this to make money. The only people that get those big discounts are the ones that are not spending money. If you're spending money and you're buying games, you ain't getting a discount. I was seeing I was seeing the stuff from the UK people that were posting stuff of like, hey, look at this game, for me it's this, and look at this game, for me it's this, and then people were comparing what they're buying. So like for me, they're not going to give me Mafia for a good price. They're going to make me pay for it. So as someone that buys digital games, I think this is scummy. I understand that this is a thing in business, but I think there should be a consumers board to get involved and make them not allowed to do this, because I know in the US they just let Live Nation off the hook, which is hilarious in so many different ways. And they're just like, here's a just slap on the wrist, continue ripping people off.
Yeah, they probably paid them off.
There is no way you're ever going to convince me that this is consumer friendly and not terrible.
Danny, talk to me.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, it really sucks that it's hard. I don't know. I imagine being someone who, let's say you're trying to introduce someone into a game and you're telling them it's on sale right now and that you're getting a really good deal, so go to check online. And if their pricing is different, I mean, it's great if it works in the sense that, from what I just heard, that if you don't buy into a game or you're not,
no, I'm guessing they were just showing. They were showing this one example. Matt was talking about the GTA, and someone else was showing another game in the UK where they had 3 different screens, and then you're able to go on it when you're not signed in, and the game was cheaper.
I see.
I encourage people to look up PS prices. PS prices has been around for a long time, and they're accurate. As accurate as somebody could be. I encourage people to use that as a tool. To head into whatever the fuck this is, if this becomes a more real thing, because you'll want to know if you're overpaying for something just fucking because.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the one person was suggesting that because they play single player games, it was more expensive for them. Like, to say that they're giving you a discount, especially in this blog post, is very disingenuous.
Right.
It's very interesting to do that.
Because there's no way. Why would they do that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people do get lower prices. It's just that, like, again, I think you're dead on court when saying, like, if you haven't bought something from the store in a bit, then maybe it's like, sometimes if you go to
enticing you, like Amazon. Amazon's like, hey, it's Amazon Prime Day. It's on sale. Get off. Yeah, it was that price like 3 months ago. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we all,
or they artificially raised the prices 2 weeks before Prime Day.
Yes.
They dropped it back to the original price.
Ticketmaster and all that. They're so good at this, and they never rip you off.
No, Ticketmaster Saints in the game.
They're perfect.
Oh,
yep.
Taylor Swift tickets for $1,200 because that makes sense.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. And they're $200 tickets.
Because Taylor Swift is the best.
Yeah, she's worth a mortgage payment. I don't think so.
Anyways, continue.
Oh, Denny. Did you see that? Rice just got kicked out.
I guess they did sense the sarcasm.
I'll piss off the Swifties. Taylor Swift is overrated. Let's stay.
So is K-pop. It's okay.
No. Let's stay in angry territory, because if there's one company that deserves a break, guys, it's Epic. This is written from Chris Scully and coming from BBC once again. Epic is increasing the price of Fortnite V-Bucks to help pay the bills.
What? Hold on.
Epic
is
Games
it the bills for their gold toilet paper?
Yeah, what bills, bro?
Epic Games is increasing the price of V-Bucks. And a new blog post on the official Fortnite site, the cost of running Fortnite has quote unquote gone up a lot, and we're raising prices to help pay the bills. Starting on March 19th, the company will be offering fewer V-Bucks in each paid pack, and will be adjusted prices for each for the in-game passes and Fortnite crew rewards accordingly. So for $8.99, you will now get 800 V-Bucks, which you would use to get 1,000, and that continues to scale as you pay more. You get less.
In 2025, Epic Games Store achieved a record 1.16 billion in total player spending, a 6% increase, with third-party game sales jumping 57% to 400 million.
Jeez.
Yeah, they got to pay the bills.
Yeah,
it's
they're
hard
struggling right now, guys.
Lettuce is not cheap.
All right, guys, let's start a GoFundMe for Epic.
Yep.
Guys, we really got to get into the trenches.
This
for this.
So like, this is like, you know what I find funny about Epic? They're always the ones preaching the like Apple's bad and Google's bad. They're hurting. Yeah. It's just so they can make more money.
Yeah, man.
Like, the amount of gamers that praise Epic on a regular basis is the funniest ever.
Yeah, they gotta get off that.
Like, hello, don't they own Unreal as well? The Unreal Engine.
Oh, do they? Oh,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Epic,
right.
yeah, it does Unreal.
Yeah. they can suck it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raising because they need to pay the bills. That is the most tone deaf post ever.
I hope your finger rips through your toilet paper. Epic.
As someone who's out of it now, whenever I look at this stuff, I get so frustrated with the video game industry.
According to Google, and so obviously take this with a grain of salt, but according to Google, can anybody take a guess at what Tim Sweeney, CEO of Epic Games, what his net worth is?
112 billion.
5 billion.
Oh, geez.
5 billion. This poor suffering soul needs to take more money away from kids, because let's be honest, this is who's going to affect us more than anybody else. Is
parents.
The kids
and Riley.
Yeah. But yeah, just I cannot fucking believe how like bold-faced these motherfuckers have gotten. How do you begin to like Fortnite? Fucking Fortnite. That thing prints goddamn money, and now what? It's making a little bit less from it, and now they need to help supporting Fortnite. Like, get absolutely fucking bent, man.
Fucked, bro.
I cannot believe the fucking caucasity for this this fucking guy to come out here and be like, we need help to pay the bills, guys. We're just like you.
Like full on statement.
You want to know?
What is
hey
crazy?
guys, what do you think Fortnite's revenue was last year?
Oh god, fucking 230 million.
Just Fortnite.
Just Fortnite.
I don't know. Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Give me
$6 billion in revenue during 2025.
$6 billion. Oh my god, dude.
Are you kidding me?
Oh wow. They are truly suffering over there. And I think
they made 2.79 million in just sales through iOS after they changed that law.
iOS. Oh,
just on people's cell phones. Just on one little platform, iOS, $2.79 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also because they laid off people back in 2023.
Yeah, dude.
It's hard out there.
It's crazy.
It's tough being them, eh?
Yeah.
In 2023, they made 3.5 billion. He needs to keep the lights on. He needs to charge more.
Listen, gas is more expensive now. How are they going to fly kids in to eat?
Oh man, guys, we should really share this article on all of our socials later because they need help. Get this news out there.
Yeah, can we all change like
get a GoFundMe for Tim Sweeney?
We all need to change our profile picture to a picture of Tim Sweeney and just
wiping his butt with diamond encrusted toilet paper.
Yeah, get absolutely fucked.
Denny, let's do a stream. Let's raise some money for Tim Sweeney.
I'm on it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
we can. You know what? We could play some Call of Duty to do it too.
Call of Duty. Yeah, now you're talking.
Black Ops 7, bro. Game of the year. 7.
That's right.
Man, that game sucked. Hey, I wasn't here for when that got released, but I did get a code. Thank you.
All right, now that the blasphemer has been kicked out, we don't talk badly about Black Ops 7 here.
Games. What was that game?
#spawn? No, we're not.
Like, I don't even know what that was. It was like you were playing.
They weren't even fighting people anymore
with really bad boss battles. Was it? Am I wrong? I was like,
no, you were fighting monsters.
I don't even.
I think aliens.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Let's hit one more story before we round out with some questions. Remember, #help Tim Sweeney. This is coming from advice written by Brent Cope. PS6 and Xbox Project Helix release dates reportedly revealed by leaker. This is coming from Kepler L2, who apparently has gotten some stuff right in the past. But according to them, the PS6 release date is still on track for holiday 2027, along with the with Project Helix, the next Xbox, and apparently the PS6, the PlayStation handheld, is also on track. Now this kind of goes, we've heard some back and forth messaging over the course of last month with some, there were reports that they're going to wait towards 2029, 2030. Kepler says they're still on track. They might be on track if in a best case situation where everything lines up, maybe they'll be ready. But I don't know. Does it feel too early yet to anybody else, even though it's been one of the longest console life cycle generations?
Oh, no, that's just because life is so freaking terrible in the world right now.
Yeah, that too.
Way.
It's just because
this is going to be on track as much as GTA's original release date was.
It's just it's so hard to get excited about anything when you know that Tim Sweeney is suffering.
Bro.
Poor guy.
He needs some food.
They haven't even harnessed the power of the PS5 yet with games, and they're like, you know what we should do?
Yeah.
We're actually going to give him 4K 60. in the new
And, like,
console.
And the PS5 Pro now, especially with PSSR 2 around the corner, is putting in fucking work, dude.
Well, like,
Resident Evil
what are
looks
the-
crazy?
Okay, but I'm gonna say to you guys, what can they actually give us? Even in the PS6 right now, what are they giving us? What is the bell and whistle that's gonna be like? You got to get a PS6.
You got to get it
because you can play 4K 60 on every game that we make because everybody else isn't caught up yet. I just don't know how. One, with the way the world is and way everything is going on in Iran and the amount of cost that oil is going through the roof. What are they going to do?
How expensive life is besides that? Like,
Well,
not
yeah,
even
but
supposed
like
to factor that in.
But
I know, but
stuff's got to ship from China and it's got to get across that strait, and it ain't going to happen anytime soon. So, are they going to? Is the thing going to be $14,000? Like, what is the price of this thing? I just feel it's tone deaf, and I just don't know that. I think right now, this is just my opinion. If they brought out a console in 2027, it would be the first time where the hype isn't as big as people think it is to launch.
Completely agree. Completely agree.
Yeah, I think it would make much more sense if they're chomping at the bit to put something out, put the handheld out.
Agreed.
And then let the PS6 simmer for another year or two.
Totally,
even the handheld will kind of fit the bill for people moving forward. But I think I'm not saying that the handheld will be cheap, but it will be less expensive than the console, and at least it offers, like you said, Court, it offers a different value proposition for people to buy into. Like when you mentioned, the PS5 Pro hasn't even seen its final form yet. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like, there's so much room on the floor for the consoles as is. It's a hard ask to be like, guys, we know you've ate your left shoe for dinner last night, but please buy our new console for $12,000,
bro.
Yeah,
the handheld at least I could see an argument, but
the handheld, is it going to be proprietary games or is it just blatantly a PS5?
Right.
Oh no, I'm sure it's going to be a handheld PS5. I don't think they're going to put exclusives.
But are we going to download games onto it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not going to be. It's not going to be. It'll be a handheld PS5. Is exactly what it's going to be.
And also, I know I wasn't here for it but I think it goes with what we're talking about right now. Everybody's getting mad about them leaving the PC market for their first party games. I think it's just it's because they weren't selling that well and they weren't playing that well, so they just were like, we're done.
It makes sense.
It had nothing to do with the Xbox. They don't care about the Xbox.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
The Project Helix doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't even matter to Xbox players, even if they tell you it does, because every console has failed. It's over. The Steam machine, might as well just buy a Steam machine instead of the Project Helix, because if you're going to go a console market, it's a totally different system. I think it has zero to do with the Project Helix. I think it's because majority of the games when they launched, they were pretty janky. They're bringing them out so late after the release of the original game. They weren't doing it as well, so they pretty much said, what's the point?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I truly think it's just what's the point? You can bring out PC releases of stuff like Helldivers 2 at the exact same moment like they did for those type of games. But for those single player campaigns, I think it was hurting the game on the release because the sales don't look good for those games.
Yes.
Yeah. It had nothing to do. The Xbox people taking their victory lap had nothing to do with it. And that's everything to do with what we're talking about. And putting out a new console. No one cares right now.
Everybody's obsessed with tracking Steam numbers, and everybody's obsessed with putting out the milestone tweets, being like, "We sold 7 million copies in the first 72 hours." I think you're right that if a PS6 launches in 2027, they're not going to be able to do that. Diehards will buy it, and again, I'm talking here, but listen. If I have to sell an organ, I'll be there. But
I know you will.
I have no self-control. But for a lot of people, it will not be the reality that they'll be buying in at launch because it will be expensive. I think it makes much more sense to hold on to the console for another year or two, let shit fucking hopefully, restabilize fucking somewhat. And then if you need to put something out in the meantime, put out the handheld.
But I also think we haven't even maxed out the PS5 yet.
I agree with that.
1,000%.
Handheld makes total sense. I actually would, because I travel so much for work now, and I'm always at the rink. I was at the rink twice today. A handheld makes sense to me.
Yes. And what you were saying, I think day oneers are slowing down here because it's just a lot of my community that has a PS5 has not owned it since day one. They bought it mid-cycle, and so of course it feels new. Not to mention the remasters and remakes and the 15 Last of Us releases that we've had. So it makes sense.
Yeah, let's stay on that train. I mean, we'll obviously keep you all posted as we learn more about the ever evolving console market. But let's stay on that Last of Us train too. Our first question coming from Black Wyver, who writes in saying, "Hello. Hope you guys are keeping well. Assuming all these games listed below are releasing, which one of them would you be the most hyped for, and why?" And the three that the Black Wyver has listed is God of War 3 being a sequel to Ragnarok, Last of Us Part 3, and Spider-Man 3. Take care, Denny. Which one would hop the backlog to that first slot?
Spider-Man 3.
My boy.
1,000%.
Fucking boy. Yeah. Tell me why.
1,000%.
Tell me why.
I mean, Spider-Man games are great. They've been fun. The last two have been awesome. I would be curious to see what they do with it. I would love to see if maybe they somehow, what's the word I'm looking for? Shoot, now I'm losing my train of thought. Mix in what they do with Wolverine into it. And yeah, I just feel like that's what I'm excited for more than that would be the one for me. If I had to rank them just out of curiosity, it'd be like Spider-Man, God of War, some other stuff, and then maybe Last of Us.
Yeah, I'm with you. Spider-Man 3 would take my top slot just because, like, given how things ended in Spider-Man 2, I'm very, very excited and very curious to see where, how they handle what comes next. They are a blast to play, and I hope they take some narrative swings with it. I feel like, I think the gameplay is almost as perfect to how Spider-Man game could feel in number 2. So I want them to play with the format and make sure they have their story nailed down, because the story was the weakest part of the second, especially that back third.
Yeah.
But yeah, I for me it would be Spider-Man, then Last of Us, then God of War. Court, what about you?
Well, it's definitely Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Like it's gotta be, and then it's God of War, and then it's Last of Us. I like pretty much in the exact same order. Like I just don't see other way to say it properly. I love The Last of Us. Like, don't get me wrong, but
Part 1.
Yeah. Well, hey, just like the TV show, no one cared about Part 2.
Lies and slander. Well, not the TV show, yes, but Part 2 ruled.
Well, no, it's because Part 2
is better than the first one.
It can't be, because the content was so bad that people stopped watching. That didn't care about the TV show. They didn't play the video game.
They changed the content. That's why it didn't work.
They didn't change. They tried to change it so it made sense.
They did not. Right?
Yeah.
I got cut off there.
Spider-Man absolutely takes the top spot. I mean, God of War, sure. I would love to play something there, because I just love the God of War games. I'm actually not going to even include Last of Us in that. I'm
Please
okay
say Infamous.
Yeah, put something else in there. I'm okay with Last of Us being the last of that. So, Spider-Man has just such a big part of my life in so many different reasons, and now even getting to revisit Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2 with my son, it's incredible. Like, we still play the game, so like that's something that I would definitely invest in. And God of War 3, yeah, man, give me more stuffs, give me more things to hit.
Maybe even give me like a live service game where you play as Atreus trying to escape Hades. Wouldn't that be such a
and everybody
idea?
Make sure to check out the Sons of Sparta. It's one of the best God of War games you could ever play out there.
It is definitely one of the God of War games that exist. That's for sure.
Okay, I wasn't. That's not a good game.
It's not. No, it's not.
It's not a good game. It's not even a good Metroidvania.
I paid for that thing, and I was extremely disappointed. Well, no, I'm not in the cool club anymore, so I had to buy this thing, and I was like, you know what? I had a hard time trying to figure out what part of it was God of War.
Sure.
Just
it just in name.
Yep,
just the name.
I still think that was a different game that they slapped the God of War IP on like halfway through development.
You might as might as well just said Prince of Persia was God of War.
Sure.
And then everybody would be like, hey, that game was good.
That shit ruled.
Yes. And the game was not co-op out of the box.
Nope. And they sure sold it as such. Savoy Prime writes in for our final question saying, sup, PSG, 2 questions. First, now that y'all have spent some time with Marathon, how do you feel about its chances of being a long-term service? Rice, I'm going to let you pop off on this one first before I come in as our original Bungie man.
Yes, I straight out the bat will say that this will last for a while. I think that
tell me why
there were you know, with Arc Raiders and stuff, I think that the trajectory
Tell me why.
definitely shows that a game can survive in this kind of market. But I do think that it does have a shorter shelf life than a lot of other live service games that people have, you know, kind of invested their time in. Unless, you know, the game feels continually rewarding, and the community kind of stays the way it is, which I don't believe. You know, communities evolve, they get bored, they also want to invest in other things. I don't think that this is going to last like a decade, you know. But it's going to be good for a while. It's going to be good for a while. I think that people are excited about these kind of interactions, I suppose, and this kind of new way of experiencing community. And if that remains positive for the community, then that's great. And I'm hoping that people can you know, really lean into that. But I still think there's a time ticker on that. So I'm having a great time with it. You know, personally, I think that it's following a lot of hype right now, and friends want to play it. So I'm for it. But you know, will it last? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I kind of think the first and major hurdle it has to clear is the cryo end game that is supposed to be coming out,
Totally.
you know, towards the back half of this month. I think if that sticks the landing, I think it could really like light fire under the community and really give people something to be excited about. If they can, if I think the foundation is strong, I think it entirely depends on how they listen to the community, how they work with them, and how frequent new content is going to be and how good that content is going to be. And I say this in my review, but I think they have to figure out both solo and duo queuing. Like I think solo needs to be worked out, and I think duo needs to be added imminently, because I've seen a lot of people asking for that stuff to be kind of evened out and duos to be introduced. But we'll see. I think it has potential, but I think we need to see how cryo lands before we start, you know, celebrating or detracting from the game any more than we have.
Yeah, and also ironing some in-house like kind of kinks in the way the game plays, and I think that they have fixed certain things, but I think more tweaking here and there will definitely help with the I guess the quality of life.
Agreed. And our final question, the second one from SP. Second question is for Rice. When you're done with Final Fantasy 16, do you think it'll be among your favorite Final Fantasy games? Have a great show, y'all.
Oh, thanks for the question. I think that's a yes for me, simply because I come from an action-oriented background. I definitely do not consider myself you know, a veteran of the Final Fantasy series. I would give that more to Matt and Denny. So they can talk a lot more about narrative, at least Matt, because Denny doesn't care about story ever. So, and that's okay. That's okay.
Well, yeah,
that's
he likes
okay.
Sonic. Like,
what's the funniest shit that you could have said right now? Oh, okay. But yeah, man, I think that it does get up there for me. I'm having a really great time. I'm almost finished the game, so I'll let you guys know next week if I actually complete it this week.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is great. It's much better than Final Fantasy 9. So anyways, let's not talk about that anymore. Let's leave that point right there and continue walking away from it. And that brings us to the end of this week's show. Folks, we'll see you back here for episode 100 next week. Guys, can you believe we're at episode 100 next week?
Oh, is next week the week that we're supposed to cosplay?
Why wouldn't this have been episode 100? That would have made more sense.
That would have been great.
For me,
because of how numbers work.
Fair.
You know, well, 99 Wayne Gretzky. At least I'm on the 99 episode.
Hey.
Appropriate for sports episode.
That's what I mean.
Hey, yeah, sports episode 99. That makes way more. See, Denny's smarter than me.
That's why I keep him around.
But you're wise.
Than all three of us combined. Speaking of you, where can people see and hear more from you if they want to see you for your next?
Well, considering the audience is listening to it, do not worry about it. Like, dude, no one's gonna care where I am right now. I'm at the hockey rink all the time, literally. My daughter got a goal today. It was nice.
Let's go.
By the, you know, the miraculous chance that you are a Boston Bruins fan, you can You know what? Never mind.
No, tell them
In the chance
people.
you're a Boston Bruins fan, go
I
check
have
out
friends-
Bruins diehards on
Let's
YouTube.
go.
Court
Yeah.
talks, Bruin stuff
Boston.
all the time,
Boston.
and it is interesting and
All
well
of a sudden we're
done.
Russian. Boston.
And yeah, it's Boston Bruin. Go listen, Boston
Boston
Bruin
Bruin.
Die Hard.
Yeah, and you can still catch me periodically on Wednesdays on Three Dads and a Console. It's pretty much
Three
once a month at this point, but yeah, I'm at the rink a lot, and my daughter's got tryouts. I am going to Hawaii in a couple weeks, so that's gonna be nice.
Hey. Are we gonna get a shirtless photo? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no one needs to go blind. I have a very you see, watch when I go into the light. That's the color of my skin when I take my shirt off.
Court just turns into a light
with
source.
tan already.
Denny, where can people see and hear more from you?
Twitch and Instagram. If I'm on Twitch, I'm probably hanging out with Bryce, playing something crazy, talking about what we have for dinner, et cetera, et cetera. If not, I'll be on Instagram.
Go find Denny in all the spots and Rice, my boy. Where can people see ya?
Same deal on my link tree, Rice BOYYY TV, forever horny, and we
Save
will...
Tim Sweeney.
So
Hey,
start
we
up
love about how
we love Call of Duty.
he could be worse. Like I don't care. Like because I don't get on here very often. Is Bad Bit like just thirsty all the time? Because all he does on social media is talk about hot girls all the time. That's all I got. He is so thirsty. But congrats on the fitness journey right now, bud. But like still,
Yeah, there you go.
you are
Oh,
thirsty.
Thirsty mother.
He's working out so much that he's sweating everything out, and that makes you thirsty.
Yeah.
Thirst traps.
Thirst traps.
You
Yeah,
said
go
Sydney
find.
Sweeney, and I just instantly thought of him because he's just anyway.
I didn't say Sydney Sweeney. I said Tim Sweeney.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Epic Games.
The much more important of the Sweeneys.
You don't. Neither of them are important.
That's right. They struggling though.
Oh, they're
They
struggling.
Listen, they're both struggling though. For
Where
different
can they
reasons.
find you, Matt?
Yeah, you can find me here on Calls of Futures, obviously. And you can find more of my stuff over at butwhythough.net. Folks, we'll see you next week for episode 100. Thanks for sticking with us. Court, thanks for hanging out with us on our annual sports spectacular.
Yeah.
We'll see him again whenever the next sport game comes out. And yeah, we'll see you back here for episode 100 next week. Remember, take care of one another. All we got is each other. And hashtag save Sweeney. We'll see you next week. Peace.